Hey guys, I'm Jill Powell and today I'm doing makeup on myself and showing you how to do this beautiful eyeshadow look. Okay, so I am gonna show you an eyeshadow look and I haven't totally decided what I'm gonna do yet, but I have been absolutely obsessed with the Anastasia palettes. This one's Norvina, and these colors are so pretty. I mean, seriously, guys. Look at that palette. It's so pretty. Do you see that? Do you see all these pretty colors? So we might use that. I think I'm gonna use that. And this is also one of my favorites. So I love Violet Voss and their shadow palettes are amazing. This one's the hashtag palette. I don't know if it's still available, but these colors are, again, like super, super pretty. They've just got a lot of peaches and like purples and golds. So I'm gonna do something along here. So let's get started. One of the first things I always do is eyeshadow primer. So if you watch my videos, you know I do eyeshadow primer. I'll be honest on myself, I'm a little lazy when I do eyeshadow, but if I'm doing video or a photo shoot or anything, I always do eyeshadow primer on myself. This one is one of the Paint Pots by MAC. It's the soft ochre color, so it's a little bit more of like a beige yellow undertone. And I'm just using a flat synthetic brush, just like I always do, just because this places it on the best. And I'm, you know, a little older, so my eyelids are not as taut as they used to be. So you will see a little bit of pulling and wrinkles, but I will show you how I work with it. So I'm just putting a little bit on all over. And you want to go from your lid all the way up to your brow. Just like that. So now for me personally, I like to start with my crease color. I like to create shape and dimension because if you look at my eyes, I've got like the little line, that is not my crease. My crease is actually this indentation up here. So if you can kind of see without any makeup on, there's a tiny shadow and that is really where my crease is and that's the top of my socket. So when I stick my brush in, do you see how that goes in? That right there, that's where I'm gonna apply my crease color, okay? So I'm gonna start with, let's do this one. This one is Incense in the Anastasia Norvina palette. And I'm just gonna tilt my head back slightly so that I can reveal where that shadow is. And that's exactly where I'm gonna start my crease. So I'm just basically coloring in my natural shadow. And I'm just gonna do a little windshield wiper back and forth. And on my own personal shadow, I do it rather quickly because I know my face pretty well. So just gonna get that nice and pretty. And I go all the way to the bottom of the corner, just like that. And then I want to take whatever residual is and kind of just pull it up and out a little bit. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. So we'll tuck the hair over here. So again, just following where that natural crease is, right along there. And I have a very light touch again. So if you can see, I don't know how close the cameras are, but if I press hard, I'm pulling my skin so much. So as we get older, ladies, our eyes are not gonna be as tight. So I would do a lighter touch, and that way you are not tugging the skin because you do not want to disrupt where it is. Also notice I'm not lifting my brows. I'm not doing this crazy face because that's not how you normally look. So I'm just looking in the mirror, how I would normally look, and I'm just gently blending that crease. Little circular motions, a little back and forth. There we go. So now I've got my crease dimension on. Let's move into a lid color. God, there's so many good colors in this palette. I'm not sure which one I want to do, but the one that's speaking to me the most right now is Summer. So it's this gold tone right here. This second one. It's just such a pretty color. It's this beautiful kind of, I don't know. it's almost like a warmer gold. It's not super orangey, but it's not yellow at all. It definitely has like a little bit of a rose gold in there. So I'm gonna get some on my brush, tap off the excess. I don't want fallout. And I'm just going to, let me try this on my lid. Oh, wow. Woo, this is like copper foil. All right, so we're gonna get that on my lid. That is an intense shimmer. So because I'm a little bit older, you will see some of the wrinkles in my eyelid from shimmer. I just don't let it bother me. But if it bothers you, go for more of a matte shade. So I'm just going to, again, get that right on my eyelid. I chose a bigger brush. I probably should have chosen a smaller brush, but what's done is done, right guys? Okay, so we are getting this on my lid. Notice I'm doing my lid about 2/3 of the way over. Personally on myself, I like to create, I don't always love one lid color. I kind of like to create a gradation. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my MAC 217 and I'm gonna take this, yeah, I think I'm gonna do rose gold. So this rose gold color right here, actually not gonna do it with my middle finger. So this rose gold color right here, I'm gonna use that, taking a 217 from MAC, get a little bit of product on it, tap it off, and I'm just going to sweep from the outside of my lid in, and I'm just gonna blend that lid color into the rose gold color. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like it a lot. All right, again, outside of the lid in, blending it into that lid color. I still have my matte shade as my crease because I want to create that dimension, but it's okay to blend a little bit of that into your crease. It's okay. I know everyone says you have to have a matte crease. You do for dimension and shimmer will reflect, but it's okay to have a little bit in there. It is okay. All right, I think I'm gonna take Passion, which is this deeper shade on the end. And it's kind of like a reddish brown color, I guess. And I'm gonna create some dimension on the outside of my eyes. So right now they're very shimmery, light, they've got a pop, but I need smokiness. I've got dark hair, dark eyes, and dark brows. So I need some kind of dimension with my eyes. So I'm going to pop this color, and I'm also gonna do it a little bit further on the outside. I have small eyes, they're not super big, so I do wanna create the effect of bigger eyes. So I'm gonna bring this out just a little bit right here, kind of in the outer corner. And I'm gonna try to lift a little bit. So I'm blending this into my crease color, which this was the brush I used for my crease color. So I'm just going to make sure that those kind of blend together. And that just creates a little bit of lift on the outside of my eye. So this eye should look a lot bigger than this eye right now. So again, taking Passion with a little tiny pencil brush. And this one's from Elsie, the E5. Again, outside of the corner of the eye, and I'm extending it. Remember, I wanna make my eyes look a little bit bigger, a little bit on the outside into the crease, and then taking that crease brush with the residual and just blending that. And this is going to create some lift because I'm creating dimension on the outer corners. I'm also making my eye look a little bit bigger. Lashes will also make my eye look bigger, so I will definitely pop a pair of those on. And eyeliner. So I'm gonna stop here with eyeshadow. I'm gonna go on to eyeliner because eyeliner makes such a big difference, especially on my eyes. I need it. I look tired and old and beady little eyes without my eyeliner. So I'm gonna use my favorites, guys, just my go-tos. And these ones are mine, so I'm not gonna sharpen them. But I'm going to do a black waterline. I'm gonna do like a shimmery brown underneath, and then I'm gonna continue with a little bit of the shadows. All right, so pulling my eyelid down a little bit and just tracing it. I don't like to pull too hard, but I also don't want to stab myself in the eye. I'm also taking it into the base of my lashes and just kind of shading the roots of the lashes. I don't like there to be any space between the waterline and your underneath liner. Some people don't shade in the roots of their lashes, and I think it's very important. All right, I'm gonna take this Galactic shadow stick, metallic shadow stick. Ooh, my eyes are watering a little bit. Don't know why. That kind of morning, I was tired. So this is, let me see what color this is. Cashmere. I use this almost every day. This is kind of a part of my 5-minute makeup that I do a lot. So I'm just gonna take this right underneath and just draw it like that, okay? So this is going into the black and blending that, but also applying some brown underneath. And this one has a little bit of shimmer. I just love this color. It's also waterproof, it sticks, it stays. It's really, really beautiful. So a little bit underneath. I know I'm not looking in the mirror. I do my makeup in the car a lot. Shh, don't tell people. So I don't always look in the mirror. But there we go. And I'm just, again, extending the eye, making my eyes look a little bit bigger. I do want to, now that I'm seeing this, I do want to intensify that dark crease a little bit. So I'm going to take my 217 that I did with that shimmer color, but I'm going to go in with Passion, which is that matte, and I'm just going to intensify right in this outside part right here. I just want it darker. So again, that Passion, outer corner, I'm just intensifying it. My eyes need a little bit more darkness to them. And then I'm taking that crease blending brush and just blending it out. So I am almost done with my eyeshadows. I do want to give a little, I always like to do a little fun stuff underneath. So one of my favorite things to do is kind of bring the same colors from the lid underneath. So I'm going to grab a little bit of Summer, which is my lid color, and I'm going to just get it on the inner part of my eye underneath. And I'm applying this right on top of the Galactic shadow stick. Got a little sparkle in my eye on that one. Woo! I'm using a fluffier brush. With the shimmer shadow, I should probably use a more tight pencil brush, but I'll be honest, this one's dirty and I can't find another one right now. So that's why. Got a little sparkle in my eye. Woo! Okay. Same thing on the other side. And this just really kind of brightens up that inner corner. Makes it really fun. Love it. Now I'm gonna take that darker, ooh, I could do this one. That'll make sense. So now I'm gonna take my darker crease color from the outside, that Passion color that I have kind of smoked out the outside, and I'm gonna smoke out the bottom with it. So I'm taking that small pencil brush, which is probably your better choice for underneath your lash line, especially with shimmer shadows, but this one's matte. So I'm gonna take this just underneath and kind of create like a smoky effect on the bottom, and I'm gonna smoke it out and just kind of add to the outer corner. Yes, love it. Same thing on this side. And then just for fun, I'll take that rose gold color and kind of connect the inner and the outer. I've got the black liner on my waterline, so I've still got dimension, but I may go over it just a little bit because I like really dark eyes. All right, so again, just at the base, the roots of the lashes, I'm just kind of gently dragging that pencil just to create that smoky effect. I'm gonna do a little bit on the top, on the outer corner. Again, creating a little bit of smokiness. And I'm doing this, I mean, not sloppy, but I'm not being really precise with this at all. Actually, I'm being precise. I'm just not drawing a line is what I'm not doing. I'm creating like a shadow. Just on the outer corner of my lid, I'm not bringing it up higher than that little crease that you see on my lid. And then I'm just blending that. So this is creating like some sultry darkness in the corners. All right, I think she's ready for a thin liner. I'm gonna use the Galactic Precise, what is this? Precise Eyeliner Marker. It's got this like really good tip to it, so I can get right in that inner corner. And since I've got shimmer on my lids, I love to line with a liquid liner because it doesn't transfer the shimmer as much, and it just really, it stands out a little bit stronger. And then that way I can see that inner corner just like nice and lined. And this one is awesome. It stays all day. Galactic is such an awesome brand. And it's found at quite a few retailers now, so I know that you guys will be able to find it. I'm pretty sure I saw it shopping the other day. I can't remember what store, but I will link it for you. Ooh, yeah. Let's give a little tiny wing. Haven't done a wing liner in a minute. Just a tiny one. Cool. So I don't know why. I don't know if I always do this, but I like it to be really, really black when I do the second side. So I don't know if that helps, but I always try. Again, I lay it right along my lash line and I gently just press and pull. So one tip I have, and I've told a lot of people this, so everyone tells me, oh, but I don't have a steady hand. I have a really steady hand. I was blessed with it. I can have 4 shots of espresso and still have a steady hand. When I'm in number 6, it starts to get a little shaky if I haven't eaten, if I'm on like a long shoot or something. So I do have to watch my caffeine intake if I'm doing an eyeliner look. I'm on 2 shots of espresso today, so my hand's still pretty steady. But if your hand is not steady, if you find that you do this and you can't control your shaking, one thing I always tell people to do is to curl your toes. So you're just gonna like squinch up your toes in your shoes as tight as you can. And for some reason, the energy, the nervous energy from your hand pulls all the way down into your feet. And so now your energy is focused there and your hand is calm. And I will tell you, 98% of the people that try that, it helps with their shaking. So if it doesn't help you, I'm sorry, maybe try something else, but that is a great tip. Okay, so just repeating on the other side, again, just taking the Galactic liner and swiping it all the way across. This will just give me a little bit of definition. I like to lift up the inner part of my eye just a little bit. Eyeliner is done. Okay, perfect. So now it is time for me to curl my lashes. I always check to make sure my little bumper, that little rubber part, is in there, because nightmare stories are when someone goes to curl their lashes, that's not in, and then they chop all their lashes off. So it is literally like an OCD nervous thing. I always check for it and it's in there. So I'm just going to give my lashes a little curl. This one is the MAC Lash Curler. I love it. It works really, really well. I mean, look at those lashes right at the base. Some people will do multiple curls. I have a little bit of residual mascara from what I was wearing earlier. So I'm not gonna do a couple bends because I don't want it to kink my lashes since I have a little bit of mascara on. Okay, so I have curled my lashes. I'm just gonna use a little bit of mascara. This one is my little sample, my Sephora Beauty Insider gift from Urban Decay Perversion. They also sell this separately in a mini, which is great. So if you like to carry a mascara in your purse, then I would definitely suggest getting this little mini guy. It's really awesome. It definitely lengthens and volumizes pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna get some mascara on my lashes. I do, if you watch how I'm applying this, I do like to kind of press and wiggle because I like the full lash to be coated. My lashes are stick straight. They do not curl or hold a curl, so I really have to make sure that I'm pushing my lashes into that mascara to make them lifted so that you can see them. Because they're decently long. They're not crazy, but I do have some lashes. They just need to be lifted. So got some mascara on that side and some on this side. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And when I'm doing my mascara, I'm pulling the outer ones to the outside because I want my lashes fanned out. And then the center ones, I want to go straight up. So I almost kind of push them towards the center because I want to have as much lift in the center of my eye as possible. And then the inner ones, again, I kind of push towards the center. And that way you get this like fanned out lash rather than a lot of people will just kind of do this and pull them and then you're not seeing everything. So you really want to like style your lashes and push them where you want them. So I want the inside going that way, the center going up, and the outer going to the outside. And then don't forget the bottom. I know I don't look in the mirror for this one. It's easier if you guys can see. So don't do this at home. I'm a trained professional, guys. I know where my lashes are because I do this in the car all the time. I mean, no, I don't. I don't do it in the car. Shh. Red lights. Only at red lights. Everyone makes a funny face when doing mascara, so don't judge my funny face. I sometimes do this because everyone usually opens their mouth, so I try not to open my mouth when doing mascara. I just said mascara. Okay, pretty good. So now I could add anything else. I could add a pair of lashes, which I may or may not do. I don't know, maybe I'll go for no lashes. Look at that. I think it looks pretty good. So I am done. Just to recap, always using primer. So again, the MAC Paint Pot. This one's soft ochre all over my lid. And then I went ahead in with my crease color, which was Incense. And then I applied Summer all over my lid, transferred that into the rose gold color on the outer part of my lid, deepened everything with Summer, which is this color right here. Then I went ahead and did some bottom eyeliner. I used the Sephora Collection 12-Hour Black Pencil on my waterline. Then I did the Galactic shadow stick underneath to kind of prep everything underneath. I used those same shadows on my lid underneath my eye to kind of bring a little shimmer under there, kind of give a little sparkle, really open up my eyes. And then I went in with a little bit more of the Sephora Collection pencil just at the base of my lash line. I lined my top liner with the Galactic pen and finished off with curling my lashes and doing the mascara on top and bottom. And look, so I've got a little bit of shimmer on my lids. I have some depth when I open. I've got some depth with the eyeliner and with the mascara. And it's just kind of like a bronzy, rusty colored, antique, rose gold, reddish, I don't know, smokiness. Thanks again for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below what you want to see next. All of the products used in my video are also linked below. And if you want to see more, follow me anywhere at Jill Powell Glam. Thanks again.